You know, one of the things that I realized that I haven't done is thank all the people, you know, while Patrick was sick and after he passed, and you know, my whole experience after that. It's taken a small army to get me through it, and I really want to say thank you to those people. One of my biggest helps was from Paul and Jennifer here at the Royal Cape Yacht Club. They just came and dropped off keys one day for me at the yacht club and said, use the car for as long as you want. They didn't let me rent it, they didn't let me buy it. They just told me to use it for as long as I needed it, and that was such a big help. I mean, it's what got me last second to say goodbye to Patrick, so I can never say thank you more to anything than for that car. So thank you, Paul and Jennifer, really appreciated that. Also, Bob and Caroline, they brought Patrick a cell phone for me when I was quarantined, and when I couldn't get off the boat, they brought a cell phone for me so I was able to communicate to him the last couple days that he wasn't on the ventilator. And also to Pim, who brought him some food. Caroline, Bob, and Pim brought him his last meals. So thank you guys so much for being so kind while I was quarantined. I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't get anything to him those days, so thank you very much. And you know, everybody here at the Royal Cape Yacht Club, Kim and Brenton on their boat, Christo and Nichelle, the Brazilian and French guys on their boat, informally called Big Mama. Boy, logistically they got me through just the worst of times. You know, when Patrick was in the hospital and I was quarantined on the boat, they brought me food, they rescued my cat out of the water. Just really wonderful people here. Paul as well. Paul, thank you for your help during that time. Also a big thank you to the marina manager, Tony, who did everything from arranging medical appointments for me, to bringing me hot chocolates, to just about everything. Tony was great. She even had her boyfriend, Alexander, bring me around on a motorcycle one day when, I mean, his timing was just so perfect. I was trying to get to an emotional high for getting ready for Patrick to come home from the hospital, and I needed to be strong and happy and ready for that, and he was key, and Tony was key in arranging that with Alexander. So Tony and Alexander, thank you so much for that. Also Robert from the OCC, geez, he called me every day. Sometimes he didn't even know what to say, but he made a point of calling me every single day. Thanks so much for that, Rob. And all the people here at the Yacht Club. I mean, it seems like everybody knew me, you know, people I've never even met before recognized me and just, you know, wished me well and prayed for me. And wow, there was so many people praying. You know, I met ministers that had met ministers that had entire congregations and church groups praying for me. So all the people that prayed on the steps of the Crète-Shore Hospital and prayed all over for me, thank you all for that. And gosh, there's so many people that called, nameless. I don't remember their names. I don't hear from them anymore, but oh, they just called with the best of intentions and the best of well wishes, and it was just really amazing. And Wendy, you came on and helped me the day that Patrick died. You drove until you found me. First you went to Hout Bay looking for me, and then you came here at the Royal Cape Yacht Club to look for me, and you came on and hugged me and helped me make funeral arrangements, and you've just been the best of friends since then. So thank you for your friendship, Wendy, and for showing me parts of South Africa that I never would have seen otherwise. And a big thank you to Kathy, Patrick's sister. Man, she took my calls. I didn't even have to think about whether it was day or night or what time it was. She'd wake up in the middle of the night and take my calls and support me. I mean, it's her brother, you know, and yet she was there to support me every inch of the way emotionally, and she listened to my, you know, crying, and she listened to my everything. She was there 100%. Thank you, Kathy, for being a great sister. And also to my mom and dad, and Jonathan, my brother, also the same kind of things. Just listened to me, gave me advice, got me through some of the worst times, and even now. Thank you guys. I love my family. Also, a big thank you to Jonathan Ishmael. Man, you had some really great words of advice that I'll probably never forget. It is about remembering Patrick and how he affects every decision I make for the rest of my life. So thank you, Jonathan, for being willing to come and get my boat anytime, day or night. It's really great. You're still asking me if you can help, and I really appreciate that. And also to Hank Schmidt, same thing, always willing to come help me get my boat anytime, any place, and checks in with me every so often what he might be able to do to help, and one of my biggest GoFundMe contributors as well. So thank you, Hank. Also to Matt and to Leanne for setting up a GoFundMe site when I was so worried about the financial aspects of this, and you guys took that worry away really quickly. And everybody that contributed to the GoFundMe site, just too many people to mention, you know, anything from $5 to $2,000. Thanks every single one of you. And also to David, who decided that even when I told people to stop sending money because I had everything I needed, he kept sending money, specifically called a Smile Fund, because he wanted me to have the things that I wanted, not just the things that I needed. And there was just no ulterior motive, no strings attached, and wow, it made me smile. And it's always nice to smile, so thank you, David. I really only put it out to a few people to help contribute to Patrick's memorial video, and there's probably a lot of people I've forgotten to ask, and I apologize to those people who didn't do the best job getting the word out that I was looking for, contributions of videos to his memorial video. But for all the people that really, you know, dropped everything, figured out how to make a video, figured out what they wanted to say, and figured out how to get me the video, that was a lot of work. Thank you, everybody, for helping me put together Patrick's memorial video, and you guys really made it easy, so thank you for that. Oh my God. Hey, and also want to thank all the YouTube channels, too many to mention, that mention the GoFundMe site on their YouTube channel and helped raise more money for that. I appreciate that. Thank you also to Stefan from Paperboat Project, who did a great tribute video to Patrick. Gosh, he has so much energy and enthusiasm, and, you know, offered to come sail with me and help me get the boat from A to B. I really appreciate all his emotional support and willingness to drop everything and come help me out and move the boat. So thank you, Stefan from Paperboat Project. And thank you, Fellaine, for bringing the care packages before you ever met me, before I could even get off the boat while I was quarantined, all that yummy food, and for your friendship afterwards as well. Thanks, Fellaine. And to Gerard, who has shown me parts of South Africa and brought me Thai food and hosted parties when I just couldn't stand lockdown anymore. Gerard, thank you for your friendship. It's meant everything. Thank you. There was one couple of all of those many countless people who called and gave me their prayers and everything else, and Pierre and Aaron, you know, Pierre just caught me at the wrong time of the day. I was just waking up when he called. It must have been about, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 a.m. something like that, and I was just waking up, and his first question is, Rebecca, how are you? Do you need anything? Is everything okay? And it was just starting to be South African winter, and I said, oh my God, I'm freezing to death. And he said, okay, I'm sending you a heater and other things to stay warm. Oh, and he sent just the nicest package, not just a heater, but a heater and a hot water bottle and tea and a little bowl and a beautiful card, and you know, and called like practically every day, just checking to see if I was okay. And he'd share some of his happier moments of the day to try to cheer me up. And you know, I'll always remember him as sort of, you know, he's super religious, but not very religious at all, really. But, you know, he called every day. He prayed for me while he was talking to me. He'd be saying a prayer. And he was just so natural and comfortable in his religion and so sincere. And they still send me videos from the top of mountains, you know, just trying to cheer me up. Awesome people. Thank you, you guys. And there were just so many people that emailed me, texted me, messengered me, Facebooked me. All of you guys are a part of my recovery. Said all the right things. There was a woman down in Australia, her name was Claire, and she just snapped me into positiveness when I was in the worst negative mood. And you know, she was there with positive energy whenever I needed it, day or night. She was amazing. So many people like that, you know, sending me, you know, people that I knew, people that I didn't know, just sending me positive vibes, prayers, words of kindness, you know, between everybody. The right things were said somewhere by somebody, some time of the day. And maybe they were said yesterday and I didn't catch on to them, and today they were golden, you know, so thank you everybody. And very importantly, you know, I put out in one of my earlier videos that I was hoping to sail on. And I got so many replies from so many people all over the world, male and female. Many people were concerned that I'd get, you know, some kind of a weirdo or somebody that was going to take advantage of me. But you know what? I think there wasn't even 3 that had anything like that in mind whatsoever. Everybody had the best of intentions. It really showed me how good human beings can be. So many people have responded, male and female, from every corner of the earth, some that don't even speak English, that are willing to drop everything and come help me get the boat from point A to point B, or to cruise with me, to sail on with me. It's been really overwhelming, the number of emails and texts and messages that I've gotten for people that have wanted to help get from point A to point B. And I appreciate everybody that went out on a limb to contact me and make their offers. You know, some couldn't even sail, but they'd come and they'd figure it out and get me across an ocean. I appreciate each and every one of your guys' responses. It's really been overwhelming. Thank you very much. You know, nobody could get in, you know, during lockdown here in South Africa. And so really it came down to South Africans coming to meet me. And a couple of them flew down, Eric and Mike, completely honest, wonderful men, you know, with the best of intentions. And, you know, for a kind of a long, painful interview, I'm sure I made my mistakes, and I apologize for that, you two. Thanks for being brave enough to fly down here, spend money to come see me, meet me, hang out with me, and, you know, it didn't work out, but thank you guys for having the bravery to come down and take your chances. And I appreciate your sincerity and your support and all of your incredible patience with me. So thank you to Mike and Eric from South Africa. I want to sail on with somebody that can share the adventure with me, someone that wants to see the world, someone that wants to sail the world and go slowly doing it. And, you know, just like this boat says behind me, tomorrow is promised to none. Live your life. That's exactly what I plan to do. And I'm doing it now. You know, I'm seeing South Africa. I have some good close friends. And I think I've met a captain that might go the distance with me. So keep your fingers crossed for me and hope that it all pans out, because I'd be like a fish out of water if I'm not on a boat. So yeah, I gotta stay on this boat and keep sailing. And yeah, life is getting to be pretty good. You know, Cape Town could have been a really bad memory for me. And it is in some ways. I mean, every time I go by Groote Hospital, you know, I kind of remember that there's people in there in the same predicament I was in a few months ago. And, you know, I feel bad. All the cars are driving by. Nobody really realizes what's going on in that hospital. Every day, people are being lost to this horrible disease. But, you know, life has to go on. My life is going on. And, Cape Town is actually proving to be a pretty wonderful place to be. You know, I'm making a lot of good friends, and I'm really actually having a lot of fun, doing a lot of really great things. Maybe you think it's too soon, but for me it feels right. If you'd like to know a little more about the captain I've met and a bit more about my future plans, if you want to be updated when I finally manage to finish that lithium battery video I'm working on now, and what to watch for if you're upgrading to lithium batteries, or if you'd just like to see the new kinds of videos we'll be making on this channel in the future, be sure to subscribe to watch my next chapters develop. And if you still like this channel, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. In the description below, there are a number of links to Patreon, my tip jar, and other ways to support future videos. That's always appreciated, as this camera equipment and internet data is certainly not free. And again, be sure to watch my next videos to see more about what I've been up to for fun and as I introduce the new captain of Brick House.